So I got them at 10-7. I actually think a lot of people are arguing that the AFC East might be the most competitive division. I'm willing to argue that the AFC North is. All 4 of those teams should be in the playoffs. All 4 of them. It's not going to happen because in mine, the last team making the playoffs is 12-5. 12-5. So anyway, here's where I see the Steelers winning. I actually, and don't get mad 49ers fans because I have you at the 13-4. But I think the Steelers can steal the home opener. I think the 49ers get hot later in their years.
Where do you think they're going to steal it?
I think they can steal it. They're not the home opener, week 1. Well, they are. What is the home opener for them? I actually have them losing to the Raiders. But yeah, I mean, it's just the AFC North is a brutal division. Brutal. All 4 of those teams should be in the playoffs. And then what division do they play? Let me see. Oh, I think they play the AFC South, right? Yeah, they play the AFC South. So they got the Titans who they beat, the Texans who they beat, the Colts who they beat. It's really just about scheduling, guys. Like that really determines like a huge part of the win-loss record. And they play the Cardinals. Like anytime you play the Cardinals, it's a free win.
No, absolutely. See, my thing is though, so I had a few interesting things happening.
Okay.
Whereas in my case, I had the Titans stealing the game against
I could see that.
Against the Steelers.
That's going to be one of the best games of the year or just very boring.
No, yeah, well, it's definitely going to be nowhere in between. And then I had, who did I have stealing games against? Let me take a look here. I had the Packers stealing a game against them too. I feel like that's probably one you didn't have.
Yeah.
So and then there you go with that one. And then the other one where I had was, then I just didn't have them stealing week 1. So that's the difference between you and me for the Steelers, which is nothing crazy. Like you said, they're 2 very easy swings where it's like, you can definitely see it happening. So
yeah,
it's no disrespect. It's just like you said, AFC North. Oh my God. I'm with you on it. I think it is the most competitive division. I agree completely. Whereas like we said with the West,
yeah,
man, there's maybe a bit of a drop off between they're competitive, but then we know the Chiefs are the top heavy one. And then it kind of dwindles a little bit. With AFC North, it's like, no, these guys all really are like basic. Well, I don't want to say it with the Bengals.
I think the Bengals are top tier, but I also think that also changes depending on how long Joe Burrow's injury is.
That's what I was trying to say. Is I didn't have the words for it, but so then when you know that exactly that they're not going to be healthy basically the whole year, it evens out.
I also want to say this: don't be surprised if the Ravens have a better record than the Bengals this year.
I had one below
I'm super high on the Ravens this year. And
Ravens
also,
culture going on?
If you look at the Ravens, we'll get to them when we talk about the playoffs. When you look at the Ravens schedule, it's kind of easy. It's fairly easy. It's fairly easy.
I remember I was going to look at the record and I was like, I bet it's going to be like 9-8, 10-7. I was like, I mean, I guess I really kind of spoiled what it's going to be now.
Yeah.
Kind of. Maybe no, I didn't. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it was higher than that. So I was like, whoa.
Okay. So let's finish up the Steelers and we'll get to the AFC playoffs. What is your opinion on, do you think this team flies or dies by Kenny Pickett?
This year's going to...
Let's say their defense stays healthy.
See, that's the thing is, I actually can't even give you an answer to that yet. I'll give you the best answer I can give you right now.
Okay.
Though. What I saw last year was definitely a guy who hung in the pocket in big moments, delivered accurate balls in big moments, and he made the clutch the best time for him. If he can do that in all 4 quarters, I actually like Kenny Pickett could be a really good quarterback in the league. He hasn't showed me that yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to use next year as how I'm going to view him.
Yeah.
I can't form an honest opinion yet. He showed me a lot of good intangible in college. He showed us a lot of good intangible last year, just not consistently. If he can put it together consistently, I'll say, Kenny Pickett can be a starter for a long time in this league for the Steelers. If not, it'll be a volatile situation where it's like, bro, I always have those. You know what my alarm is for? It's to post the talk too. It's literally to get the content going for the gang. I'm sorry, gang. But back to my rant. I'll cut there. I'm sorry. Where was I at?
No worries.
What was the
basically? Does the Steelers fly or die?
There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. I completely lost my train of thought. All right, let me turn off my other one at 6:55 too, real quick, and then I will go back because then just in case that goes off in the middle of recording.
Oh, you're good. No, but yeah, I'll just answer this in my opinion. I think he is the biggest determining factor on if the Steelers succeed because like I think their rushing game will be good. I think their defense will be good. If he can get the ball to his players and play like at an elevated game manager, like I consider Kirk Cousins an elevated game manager because he's better than the typical guy, but he's not gonna in my opinion level guys up. Like he's gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna play with his talent. He's gonna do the best of his abilities. Kenny Pickett to me can be that guy. Maybe a little bit more clutch, but I just think that their offense and their team is really gonna determine on if he can move the ball through the air.
No, for sure, for sure. And I think they're going to try to get him moving a little bit more too. He, like I said, he has a weird intangible ability where he throws the ball on the run really well for his size and
fairly
stuff.
well.
I feel like they're going to use that a little bit more this year. He's he's an interesting quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't look like he would fit the skill set he necessarily has, but he can throw on the run. He can move around for sure. You know, interesting quarterback.